Hi everyone, welcome to Easy Accounting. Those who are new here, we want them to know that Easy Accounting is the India's first voice-controlled ERP system and GST-enabled accounting software based on voice recognition technology. Moreover, there are many unique features implemented in Easy Accounting which you might have never seen before. It is so easy and simplified that anyone can access it whenever they want with mobile or computer from anywhere in the world. For more details, you can watch the videos in description. Now let's continue.
In today's video, we will see how to create or modify purchase invoice and receipt challan or receipt note. Moreover, we will see how to automatically convert receipt challans to purchase invoice, automatic reverse charge, display purchase or receipt note, and so on. So for purchase, you can click here on purchase option, or you can press Ctrl+U, or you can also say create purchase or purchase karo. Create purchase. Then you will see this panel. Here this is purchase type. From here select the party, whether you bought goods from debtor or creditor, or you paid in cash for the goods, or directly paid from your bank account for any invoice. Now if you select cash option, then enter the name of supplier, contact number, address, city, state. Now if you select bank option, then in the same way enter the details of supplier, and also here select the bank from which you paid the amount. You can also select the method of payment and its details. But if you select the debtor or creditor option, then you only need to select the party from here and then select the site location if you are using the standard or cluster mining software. You can also search the party from here using different filter options. Here you can see the closing balance of cash, bank, or selected party. Now select the date when you are taking entry of your purchase. You can know more about date in our shortcuts video in the description. Enter the reference details for the purchase, dispatched by detail like by Ashoka Transport, by truck number 6129, etc. Here mode of payment like cash, credit, 15 days credit, and so on. Here terms and conditions of delivery. Here enter the sale invoice number of supplier you are using for purchase entry, and here enter the bill date of supplier sale invoice. And if you are using cluster mining software, then you can also enter the distance in kilometer. There is a feature you should know about. If you are taking entry of purchase from any party or site location, then when you enter the supplier's invoice number, it will check for duplicate entry. If you have taken entry of any purchase and again you try to take entry of that invoice, then it will not let you proceed. See this.
Purchase already created.
Now let's see how to enter these details with voice commands. To select the purchase type here, you can say cash, debit, debtor, credit or creditor, and then name. Like this. Creditor Vishal. Cash Aryan Khurana, mobile 9024 619 201. Now if the debtors or creditors is selected here and you want to change the party, then you can say party and then name, like this. Party Shivam. And to change the site location in standard and cluster mining software, you can say location, like this. Location Jaipur. Now if the cash or bank is selected here, then to enter or change the name, you can say name. For contact number, you can say mobile or contact. For this, address, city for this, and state for this. Name Anand Gupta, address Shivaji Chowk, city Mumbai, state Maharashtra, mobile 7249 217 043. To change the date, you can say like date 9 July. And for current date, you can say date today. For date of current month, you can only say date like date 9 or date 13. For this you can say reference, dispatch, mode. For this you can say term or terms, and for supplier's invoice number you can say purchase number. And if you are using cluster mining software, then to enter the distance you can say distance, like this. Reference 10 bundle, dispatch Murari Transport, mode 20 days credit. To add items in your purchase invoice, first here select your item. You can also click here to search items with different filter options. To search item with your voice, you can say search, like this. Search Dell. You can also say in this way to use filter options like search by type mobile, search by unit kg, search by brand Samsung, and so on. You can here see the list of voice commands for search. Search by type mobile. Now here select the godown where the goods will be dispatched if you have more than one warehouse. And this is the closing stock detail and current GST tax rate of the selected item. Here enter the quantity, and if the selected item has multiple units, then you can select the unit from here. Now if you are adding the item in primary unit, then this option is disabled, but if you are adding the item in secondary unit, then you can see that this option would be enabled. Now to see the quantity in primary unit or to change or enter the quantity in primary unit, you can check this checkbox and uncheck to hide it. You should watch the invoice setting video to understand this in more details. You can enter the details for this specific item you are adding from here. If you have not watched the stock item video, then watch that video first to understand the use of these options. Here you can see the GST registration type of selected party. Here you can select if reverse charge is applicable on this purchase or not. We will see reverse charge later on this video. Here enter the rate of item. Now enter the discount in amount or in percentage if you have received discount on item. You can also enter the total taxable value without tax, then the rate will be automatically calculated. Now you will see these are tax related details, and here you can see the final amount with tax applied on the taxable value of the selected item. Now to add the item in your purchase, simply click on add item. Now let's see how to add items to your purchase invoice with voice commands. So it's very easy. To select any item you can say item and then item name. To change godown you can say warehouse or godown. For quantity you can say quantity. For item rate you can say rate. For discount say discount. And for this taxable value you can say taxable. You can say all of them at once like this. Item dairy milk silk. Quantity art box, rate 9600, discount 5400. And if you want to come to this final amount element, then at last you can say next like this. Quantity 390 PC, taxable 19600, discount 5%, next. And if you want to add item, then at last you can say add item or copy item like this. Quantity 200, rate 24, copy item. Now if the item details are okay and you only want to add the item with voice command, then you can say add item or copy item. Now let's see automatic reverse charge. If reverse charge is applicable in your purchase invoice, then while taking the entry of purchase, click on this reverse charge and you will see that this select element is enabled now. Here select yes instantly because it will be disabled after 5 seconds. You can say this. Now this purchase invoice is reverse charge purchase. So if you add any item, then you will see that GST tax is not added in the invoice. Say this. Taxable value without tax and final amount are same because this tax amount will be paid by you. Save the purchase, but before you complete the purchase, ensure that this reverse charge option is yes because it is automatically changed to no when you change the purchase type or party.
Purchase successfully created.
Now if you see the purchase invoice, you can see that reverse column of this invoice is yes. Also, if you open this purchase, here you can see reverse charge applicable, yes. Now if we open GST-R2 or GST-R3B, you can see the reverse charge inward supply details we have to pay. And if we check the ledger details of CGST, SGST or IGST, we can see that total tax to be paid for reverse charge is added to the ledger. And if we check the ledger details of GST paid under reverse charge, you can see that the reverse charge GST tax is automatically booked in this ledger. Now you have to pay this reverse charge tax, and then we can also take the ITC of this reverse charge we have paid. So here we can see we have to pay this amount to CGST and SGST. Now go to create payment panel. If you have not watched the transaction video, watch it from description to know more about transactions like payment, receipt, journal, etc. Now after you paid reverse charge tax payment in GST portal, here select the ledger CGST, here select the cash or bank account ledger from which you have made the payment, and here enter the amount we have paid to CGST. Now click on this statutory payment and then here select pay to GST liability. Select the date of payment. You can also write remarks paid for reverse charge. Finally click on done.
Payment successfully created.
And now if we again check the ledger of CGST, We can see the impact. Similarly, create payment for SGST.
Pay to GST liability.
You can see the GST R3B now. Here reverse charge tax is subtracted from our GST tax liability. Moreover, there is no ITC of reverse charge tax, so we cannot take the input of reverse charge tax we have paid. For this, go to Create Journal panel. Here select the CGST ledger. Now here select the ledger GST paid under reverse charge. And now enter the amount we have paid for reverse charge to CGST. Now click on this statutory journal.
Want to increase ITC?
Select Increase GST ITC, and you can also write remarks GST input under reverse charge. Select the date of reverse charge purchase and click on Done.
Journal successfully created.
And now do the same for SGST. Now you can see the ledger, the tax liability of CGST and SGST is decreased. Also, the ledger balance of GST paid under reverse charge is now 0. Now open GST R3B, you can see the tax liability is decreased after taking the ITC. Now suppose you are paying to advocate as legal expense and you want to show and pay GST tax on it as reverse charge. So for that, create ledger legal expense at 18%.
Ledger successfully created.
Now come to purchase, add the ledger and set reverse charge to yes.
Purchase successfully created.
Now see the report. Pay the reverse charge tax and you can increase the ITC as we have seen and discussed recently. Now if you want to add any ledger in your purchase invoice, like if you have received discount on this invoice, then you can add this discount gain ledger. Or if you are charged freight or bits, you can add the freight ledger. Similarly, you can add labor charge or transport charge and so on. And if you are using composite software, then you can add CGST, SGST or IGST ledger in the invoice. So for that, select the ledger, enter the amount and click on add. You can do this with voice command. Say account or ledger for this, amount for this, and say add ledger or add account to click this add button like this. Ledger IGST, amount 5400, add ledger. Now to enter the narration or remarks for the purchase, you can say remark or you can write the remarks here like this. Remarks, enter some more details. Now if you want to save the purchase, click on done or you can say purchase complete or purchase ho gaya. Now if you want to clear all the details added in this panel over here, then you can click on this clear button.
Want to clear invoice?
Now you will see that all the details of the table along with the billing information are cleared. You can also say clear bill or clear invoice. Now if you only want to remove some items or ledger from the table, you can click on this delete icon to remove it.
Want to delete item?
To delete item with voice, you can say delete item and then serial number. And to delete ledger with voice, you can say delete ledger and then serial number of ledger like this. Delete item 2.
Want to delete item?
Delete ledger 1.
Want to delete ledger?
You can also alter or modify the item or ledger in the table. To modify item, click on this edit button, do the change and click on edit item. And to modify ledger, click on this edit button, do the change and click on edit ledger. You can also use the voice commands. Say change item to edit the item and say change ledger to edit the ledger. To click the edit item button, you can say item edit complete or item edit ho gaya. And to click the edit ledger button, you can say ledger edit complete or ledger edit ho gaya. To cancel the modification of item, click on this cancel button or say cancel edit item. And if you want to cancel the modification of ledger, click on this cancel button. You can also say cancel edit ledger or cancel edit account. Now if you are regular GST dealer and suppose you have any GST invoice of your purchase for expense or fixed assets and you want to take the input of that GST bill, then simply create the ledger of that expense or fixed assets. Name, repair and maintenance at 18%.
Ledger successfully created.
And now add the ledger in your purchase invoice like this.
Purchase successfully created.
Now you can see GST R2. Now let's say receipt challan or receipt note. So what is receipt challan? In many cases, a company sell or deliver goods so many times to any party. So in that case, instead of invoice for every delivery, they issue a delivery note for the goods delivered, and then after a week or in every 15 days, they create a single invoice for those goods delivered through delivery challans, and we take the entry of that delivery challan as receipt challan or receipt note. Here we will see how to create receipt challans and automatically create purchase for those challans. So for receipt challan creation panel, you can click here on receipt challan inside creation section. You can also say create receipt challan, create receipt note, receipt challan karo or receipt note karo. Create receipt challan. Then you will see this panel. It is almost same as purchase creation panel. So you can enter this supplier details or add items to the table, or you can also use the same voice commands here as we have seen recently in this video. So enter these details, add items to your purchase invoice, and to create receipt challan, click on this create challan button. You can also say receipt note complete or receipt challan ho gaya.
Receipt Challan successfully created.
Now you can see that the quantity of item has been increased in your stock. So now first let's see how to see the purchase report and receipt challan report. To see the purchase report, you can click here on purchase inside display section. You can also press Ctrl plus Shift plus U, or you can say display purchase or purchase dikhao. Here select the date criteria, whether you want report for all time, for any specific month, or between any date period. You can change the date criteria with voice command. For all time say date all, for a specific month say month and then month name, like month January. Now for any specific date say date and your date, like date 9 July. If you want to set period of date, you can say date from date and to date, or date from date or to date, like this, date 5 April and 20 April. Or you can also say date 1 May or 30 September. To get report, click on this go button. You can also say go or done. You can say the list of purchase. To view any purchase invoice, click on the invoice number, or you can say show number and then serial number, like this. Show number 5. Here is your invoice. To print the purchase invoice, click on print, or to email purchase, click on email. Here you can click on any row in item table to highlight it and click again to make it normal. You can also take your mouse over the quantity to see the godown or warehouse where the stock item has been dispatched. To close this, click on X. If you want to highlight any row, click on it and click again to make it normal. To delete any purchase invoice, click on this delete button, or you can use voice command delete number. To modify any purchase invoice, click on edit button, or you can say change number, like this. Change number 5. Here you can see the purchase invoice number you are modifying, do the change, and click on this edit button. You can also say purchase edit complete or purchase edit ho gaya. To cancel modification, click on this cancel button or say cancel purchase. You can also filter the purchase. For this, select the supplier filter options here and purchase invoice amount filter options here and enter your search value. You can also use voice commands to enter these search values. To enter value in this search element, say name, and to enter value in this search element, say amount. Amount 100,000. To clear the ledger name filter, say name clear, and to clear the invoice amount filter, say amount clear, like this. Name clear, amount clear. To print email or download it as Excel file, click on these buttons. Now to see the receipt challan report, click on this receipt challan option inside display submenu, or say display receipt note, display receipt challan, receipt note dikhao or receipt challan dikhao. Set date criteria. To filter receipt challans, use these filter options and click on go. Here you can do all the things we did in display purchase panel. Also you can use all the voice commands we used for display purchase panel. Now let's see how to automatically create purchase for receipt notes. So for that, first select the party, then here in challan type select pending and click on go. Now here you will see these check boxes. So check all the receipt challans for which you want to create a purchase invoice. You can also select all at once. To select all, click on this, and to deselect all, again click on this. Once you have checked all the receipt notes for your purchase invoice, then in standard and cursor mining software you will see this option, group wise or item wise. So as you know, in all other software, when you create purchase for receipt notes, then it shows all the items of receipt notes one by one. For example, if in 10 receipt notes you have added 10 different items in every receipt challan, then on creating purchase invoice for those receipt challans, you will see 10 into 10, that is 100 items added to that purchase. But here you can do this, and also you can group that items so that it should show only 10 items and add all the quantity for the same item. But for this, the rate and cooldown in the receipt note should be same along with item. To create purchase invoice for the selected receipt challans, click on this button. First we create purchase with item wise option. You can see that all the items are added one by one. Now let's create purchase invoice from receipt challans with group wise option. As you can see, the same items with same rate and same cooldown are grouped together. And all the quantity of those items is here in single row. Here you can't change the purchase type or party ledger, but you can change the site location. You can also see the list of receipt notes and total challans we are using to create this purchase invoice. Here again, you can't add or remove the item, but you can change the rate or discount related options of any item. You can also add, remove or edit the ledger, and to create the purchase invoice simply click on done.
Purchase successfully created.
Now you can see the quantity of item is not increased in your stock because it was increased when we had created the receipt challans. Now when you see or print any purchase which was created using receipt notes, you can see and print the details of those receipt challans too. You should keep an important thing in your mind, that if the financial year ends and you are importing any financial year to next financial year, then before that you should create the purchase invoice for all your pending receipt challans and delivery challans. That's it, thanks for watching.
Ultimately, we want you to know that if you want to have your dream project real, that is software or web application, you can call us or send an application request to us because we give you 100% satisfaction guarantee. Moreover, you can pay your project amount in EMI, that is easy monthly installment with 0% interest. So what are you waiting for? It's time to convert your dream to real life.